Hello and welcome to the Balancing Act Dallas-Fort Worth edition. I'm Montel Williams. We're bringing you community stories and introducing you to businesses and people who are making a difference. So let's see who's making a difference right here in your neighborhood.
On this episode of The Balancing Act, breaking the cycle of homelessness, practical help for those with disabilities, innovative spine surgery solutions, plus lots more. Today on The Balancing Act.
The local community does so much good work for those in need. Take a look at this.
People experiencing homelessness and poverty are rising issues in Dallas. Today, we are going to visit one Dallas organization who is working hard to provide comprehensive support services to help break the cycle of homelessness.
One of the major misconceptions that people have about homelessness is that everybody is a drug addict, everybody is mentally ill, everyone has done something bad. You know, even myself as a kid, my mom and dad divorced, and to no, fault of mine and my siblings, we ended up right on the brink of being homeless. And if it had not been for a loving, godly grandmother that I lived with, I could have easily gone down another path like many others in my community where I grew up.
Union Gospel Mission Dallas has been a cornerstone of support and transformation in the community for over 75 years. Since the beginning, they have remained steadfast in their mission to end homelessness one person at a time by offering hope, shelter, and guidance through the gospel.
The role of Union Gospel Mission Dallas is to transform lives and end homelessness one person at a time. We equip people so that they can live abundant lives independently. We measure success through transforming lives through the gospel when people who came in that were initially hopeless are now hopeful, and they believe that they have a bright future ahead of them.
UGM Dallas recognizes the need for additional services, including healthcare, mental health support, job training, and spiritual counseling.
We're real good at food, shelter, clothing, the gospel, biblical counseling, encouragement, and when we need special expertise, how to dress for success, how to manage your money, etc. We'll partner with banks and other people that are experts in those areas. The self-sufficiency matrix is a tool that we utilize to assess how a person is doing in various areas such as their health and income and job readiness, and then we fill those gaps with partnering with others to help them have all the tools they need to succeed.
Negative thinking is one of the biggest challenges that men face in overcoming homelessness. And as they come here and they understand that there are many people who have overcome negative thinking, that they're able to find solutions to their problems, they're able to find success in life through the power of Christ, and they're able to succeed. They just need help in understanding how to overcome the negativities, the problems of their past, solve those problems, and be able to find God's solutions. And we've seen that happen many times with the men here.
The Center of Hope is a sanctuary. It's actually God's sanctuary of hope for women and children. We are a residential shelter, which means that our guests live on site. So in addition to providing food, clothing, and shelter, we have a comprehensive plan that addresses their spiritual, emotional, financial needs and cares. The role of mental health support is critical and crucial. Everything hinges on the way you think. We really know that a renewed mind impacts your behavior. So that's a critical and often starting point for healing and regaining hope for both the women and the children.
The way that we encourage people to give and the way that we get the word out to the community is we want to let them know that we're much more than a homeless shelter. You can come in and we're going to do the long, hard work to help them get back up on their feet. We want to see them go from homelessness actually to having their own home. People can get involved anyway, whatever gifts they have. If they're a painter, they can come here and paint. If they're a cook, they could come and they could cook in our kitchen. Some people actually have the gift of giving. We feed over 700,000 people every single year. So there's a lot of financial need here. So if you have the gift of giving, just giving really helps us.
UGM Dallas has evolved over the years to meet the changing needs of those experiencing homelessness, always prioritizing dignity, compassion, and self-sufficiency.
The legacy I want to leave is one of a mission that radically loves people, that did hold true to transforming lives and ending homelessness one person at a time through the gospel, and made lives better for everyone in our community.
For more information about Union Gospel Mission Dallas, visit their website, ugmdallas.org, or you can see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Our next story is sure to get the heart rate racing.
Martial arts is the hidden gem of the fitness and personal development industry. Hundreds of thousands of dollars are thrown at fitness and medical professionals to achieve the benefits that martial arts can provide through consistent practice, strength, flexibility, endurance, balance, mental and physical fortitude.
Here at Boon Martial Arts, we teach Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for all ages, and that's hard to find and rare to find under one roof. Boon Martial Arts started well over 30 years ago, since I was a kid at 5 years old. My uncle, being a martial artist himself, was fortunate for him to be able to take me under his wing, and as I got older as a black belt, I was able to assist, and I found a passion teaching others what he taught me and sharing the knowledge with others and being an instructor.
Martial arts is so important because health and fitness is a very prevalent topic in today's society. We all know we need to be healthy. We all know we need to be fit. We all know that it takes discipline to do it. And martial arts is one of those things that actually teach you how to be disciplined. Through our belt system, through our structure that we've created, we not just address becoming healthy and being fit, but we tell you and we guide you and we help you actually learn how to do it and learn how to do it yourself.
Right, and here in Boon Martial Arts, we take pride in our instructors. We have over 100 years of experience under our belts to be able to share with our students here. Martial arts teaches self-defense, fitness, self-control, character building, builds mental health, and the discipline and passion.
Yeah, all of these things, tie back to becoming a well-rounded individual, a well-rounded person. Martial arts is not just about physical development, but total human development as a person. How do you improve all areas of your life? Martial arts is definitely not just for kids. It's for anybody. It's for the person who's just looking for a new hobby, for something to try. It's for families who want to do something together where they can be active with their kids, where they can still create a learning environment for their kids, teach them new skills. It's for people who love it so much that they, want to become teachers. They want to become fighters.
And it's just not about fitness. You're just not getting your exercise, but you're actually learning a skill that you can take with you anywhere that you go. What makes us the best in DFW is that we instill the culture and the values, the integrity. We apply that to a student. We apply that into our own training so that we can empower our students and continue to make Boon Martial Arts a top-tier martial arts school. The mindset is always have an open mind. Come in with an empty cup, and number one, be coachable.
Martial arts is for all ages. It's never too late to start. The team at Boon Martial Arts in Dallas, Texas has created a unique, challenging, and supportive environment where you can learn multiple styles of martial arts under one roof.
Martial arts is not only about fighting and kicking and punching. You get a full comprehensive workout where you will get a cardio workout to really increase your endurance training from our intervals reps, and then we are also building your muscles to really be more resilient to gain that strength. And at the same time, with martial arts, you also learn how to be flexible and also create a good balance for yourself so that you're able to stand strong. It helps you relieve stress and anxiety. At the same time, it also gives you this willpower to really help build your mind and become a better person. One of the biggest things is that our instructors care about our students who come in. They really look at them as an individual instead of just looking on an outside picture. We don't just look at the cover, we open that book and read who they are so that we know how we can challenge them to be a better person.
Camaraderie and community at BMA are palpable. Competition is a driving force to push students to be their best, but individual recognition and winning comes second to growing and pushing higher as a team.
My two sons have been at Boon Martial Arts for the past 7 years. They've learned hard work, perseverance, and it's not just a physical challenge, but it's also a big mental game. So they've learned a lot.
Boon's been beneficial because I've gotten to know most of the people here really well. It's not like just coming to train, it's like coming to kind of like a family.
I have lots of friends and I have lots of instructors that are great. I learned self-defense and I learned discipline.
This journey has allowed me to take my adversities and use martial arts as a tool. That way I am able to learn how to persevere and to transform myself into a better person.
My experience at Boone has been beneficial to me because it's helped me gain a lot of confidence to just stand up a little taller and take up a little more space. I also want to say that the instructors have really helped me to give it my all, and I've learned to only give my best in everything I do.
This is a fantastic way to keep in shape. I think over the years, my cardio, my flexibility, my coordination, and my stamina have all increased. So this is a fantastic all-around body workout.
On the road to becoming a black belt, students learn that martial arts is a lifestyle. Boon Martial Arts encourages their students to trust the process and enjoy it.
Martial arts is not just about the belt, it's not about the stripes. If you live by the belt, if you live by the stripes, you'll die by the belt and the stripes. But if you live by the journey never ends. We always tell our students to believe in themselves. We try to encourage, we motivate them, and we let them know that whether you think you can only do 10 push-ups or 10 reps, 10 kicks, we believe that you guys can do more. No one has a cap and no one has a limit, and we push beyond that to far exceed that. If you want it, just believe in yourself, and anything can be accomplished and anything can be possible. Stand strong means to not only stand strong in martial arts and to stand your ground, to have good kicks and punches, but in life, you have to stand strong for what you believe in and have the integrity to continue to do what you believe in. My plans for the future is to continue to build a team that upholds the values, the integrity of martial arts, and continues to make the world a better place.
To learn more about Boon Martial Arts, visit the website at boonmma.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Let's take a look at great people doing great work.
Did you know that there are an estimated 80 million people in the world in need of a wheelchair? Sadly, only a small portion of those people actually have access to one, leading to social isolation and economic hardship. One organization is working to change that. Joni and Friends has been proudly serving individuals and families living with disabilities for more than 45 years. But this ministry grew out of an unthinkable tragedy.
I was 17 years old and I went to the Chesapeake Bay for a swim with my sister before both of us headed off to college. Did not check the depth of the water, dove from a raft, hit a sandbar, and I crunched my 4th cervical vertebrae, which immediately left me paralyzed or quadriplegic. Over the months when I was in the hospital trying to absorb that now I'm paralyzed, I fell into a deep depression. We all go through times where we think, I can't do this. I have no strength for this. How am I going to make it? And it took a long time for me to find answers to those questions. But I can say that the Bible and my relationship with Jesus Christ has made all the difference in the world. My family was struggling, to be sure. And so when I went through rehab, I decided that I wanted to do something to help other families like mine. And so I started Joni and Friends in 1979. And we are a global outreach that provides everything a family with a disability might need to just be successful in life. When a family has a child with multiple disabilities, it can be so isolating. People have misconceptions about individuals with intellectual disabilities. People think that this young person can't engage spiritually. The Bible says that God's Spirit witnesses with man's spirit. I served on the National Council on Disability when our council drafted the first Americans with Disabilities Act. We've seen incredible advancements for people with disabilities, but there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And that's where our ministry at Joni and Friends comes in. We've got lots of programs to help families stay connected and be resourced.
Having a daughter with disability has really strengthened my resolve to be a voice for the voiceless. I needed some other people who understood, who had compassion, who got my story, and who could offer me the support that I needed. I became a volunteer, and eventually I became a staff member, and I've been serving on Joni's staff now for over 14 years. This ministry has been a lifeline for me.
Having served nearly 90,000 individuals with disabilities and their families through their retreats and getaways, Joni and Friends offers practical help and gospel hope for families living with disabilities.
Well, in today's day and age, as government programs continue to step aside, there's a greater need for not-for-profits, especially Christian not-for-profits, to step in and provide those services. And I believe that is a core function of what Joni and Friends can do. Some of the programs we do are family retreats, Wheels for the World, Johnny's House programs that serve the 4 domains of life: spiritual, physical, social, and economic. Short-term programs here in the U.S. for volunteers, interns, radio programs. Wheels for the World is an amazing program. What we do is we collect wheelchairs here in the United States that are destined for the dump. These wheelchairs get retrofitted at one of our 15 prison restoration centers back to a like-new condition. We package them up, we ship them all over the world to people that could never afford a wheelchair or have never had access to a wheelchair. I went on a Wheels for the World trip to Cuba. During our time there, this gentleman who watched us serve these families and watched us pray and just come together in the morning and throughout the day, each day he stepped 1 or 2 steps closer to us. And by the last day, he had joined our prayer circle and admitted that he wanted to know more about who Jesus was.
If you're not connected to Joni and Friends yet, what are you waiting for? Get involved. You'll never regret that. It will be the slice of heaven that everyone says it is.
You can do all things through Christ. And this is the hope-filled message that we give hundreds of thousands of people with disabilities all around the world. And I love it. I want people to get involved. They can pray, they can volunteer, they can give financially to assist us in reaching the world's disabled with God's love.
For more information on Joni and Friends, visit their website, joniandfriends.org, or you can see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
If we look good, we feel good. Our next story shows just how easy that can be.
Have you ever wondered if there's really a hair removal method that delivers permanent results? From shaving and waxing to lasers and everything in between. There are a variety of ways to be hair-free, but there is only one method that actually delivers permanent results. Let's meet Alana Zurich from Beverly Hills Hair Free, who's here to tell you about this innovative form of permanent hair removal that may just be the best solution for you.
The public generally relies on waxing, threading, shaving, or laser hair removal. But if you're not a laser candidate or you don't want temporary methods, your option is multi-probe galvanic electrolysis, and it is permanent. The process can be done anywhere on the body. Everyone's a candidate for multi-probe galvanic electrolysis.
So what are the benefits of using the Beverly Hills Hair Free method?
Traditional electrolysis only offers 1 probe at a time. We offer 32 probes at one time. We can treat 2 areas with 1 treatment. A little tiny probe is inserted into the hair follicle. The probe hits the salty tissue in your body. A chemical reaction takes place inside the follicle and destroys the stem cells that are growing the hair. The process does have to be repeated several times, but once it's done, it's permanent. If you're not a laser candidate, multi-probe galvanic electrolysis is your laser alternative. We ask our clients before treatment to please shave a few days before you come to see us, so your treatment is much more effective. The other thing we want our clients to do is aftercare. We do provide an aftercare cream, and we ask that our clients use the cream for up to 14 days because it will repair and heal the skin. Multi-probe galvanic electrolysis works on every type of hair, but the best hair is the thick, dark hair that people have trouble removing. There is no permanent damage to the skin and there's no scarring.
We've developed a technique that we call pain-free electrolysis. We inject a combination of different medications that we use that can provide anesthesia, and the patient is completely comfortable for the electrolysis procedure. It's completely safe, it's 100% effective.
Some skin and hair types may require more advanced removal solutions than what a general esthetician may be able to provide.
What we offer are low downtime skin resurfacing treatments such as microneedling and laser facials. So when we have clients that have thick hair on the face, it interferes with the actual treatment itself. It's hard to do, but also the results. I choose to send clients to Beverly Hills Hair Free because of the type of service they receive. You can't really just treat the patient. You have to always treat underlying issues of whatever's bothering them. It's nice that I was able to find designed this practice to send clients to so that they don't have this fear of pain that most people have experienced in the past.
I was nervous in the beginning to try electrolysis because, when you go for laser, they tell you how painful it is. Actually, I find laser a lot more painful. Electrolysis, especially, you learn your aftercare, kind of how to prepare for your appointment, very little downtime and very little pain.
BHHF offers a masterclass in multi-probe galvanic electrolysis with their hands-on training program at their Dallas location.
The training classes that we offer for multi-probe galvanic electrolysis, it's a master class in Dallas, Texas. It's roughly 200 hours, and it's a hybrid program. My goal is to have a BHHF system in every major city so that people who are looking for our method can find the Beverly Hills Hair Free system anywhere in the world and get a hair-free lifestyle.
To learn more about Beverly Hills Hair Free, visit BeverlyHillsHairFree.com or see the segment again on thebalancingact.com.
We all know how important staying healthy is. Check out our next story.
Spine pain isn't just a physical ailment. It's a daily struggle that affects every aspect of your life. Understanding and addressing spine pain is crucial, not just for your body, but for reclaiming your quality of life.
About 30% of the people, the general population, have back pain at one point in their life at least. Spine pain can affect numerous patients, typically around the late 30s, early 40s, and it's where the back quote gives out. It's typically the pain from the joints in your back. One of the most common causes of spine pain is disc herniations, where the disc blows out. Then you have the leg pain. Another very common cause of back pain and leg pain is spinal stenosis. Also, the arthritis sets in the facet joints, so you can also get arthritic back when your back goes out. Some people are born with a tight spinal canal, and that's the stenosis, so it makes you more prone to have back problems. Another one is like a disc herniation. So if you blow a disc herniation, like if you squeeze out toothpaste, that disc squirts out and never squirts back in. So disc herniation is very, very common.
So, what can a patient expect, and what are their next steps? Dr. Stephen P. Courtney from Advanced Spine Center is here to explain it all.
The treatment the patient should learn first is what causes your pain. And that's really helpful to diagnose a lumbar x-ray or a spine x-ray. And also number two is an MRI scan. I go to great lengths to tell those patients what their problem is and very frank and straight up about it. And that's very vital to how to treat the patient. So you have to understand what your diagnosis is.
Innovative ideas are revolutionizing spine surgery, leading to significantly better outcomes for patients.
One of the biggest cutting edges in spine pain right now is the 3D printed technology. So it's a titanium powder ran through lasers, and then we can build different products and different matrices for that. But 3D titanium printing technology is by far the number one new technology in spine. The beauty about 3D printing technology is you can actually design and dial in the matrix that mimics bone. So if you're trying to achieve a bone fusion, if you develop that implant with the mindset that that's the trabeculae or the bone itself, the bones would want to go to that device better than it would a different device. So you can dial in the 3D technology lattice, if you will, so you get a better, higher fusion rate and you get better clinical outcome.
Most recently, Dr. Courtney has developed his own line of FDA-approved surgical tools, Eminent Spine.
I think I can make implants better with the tools that are in the market. As we get better as surgeons, you see there's room for improvement, and I was able to take that on and improve the implants and also improve number two is the instrumentation that goes along with that. And I can design implants a lot better and smoother, a lot more effective than the typical company can. They're thinner, they're more streamlined, they're more state-of-the-art. It helps decrease your infection rate. They're just a cleaner implant, and it's just a clean system to make, and I've done a very good job of doing that. Also with the instrumentation, the tools that go with it, very important too. You have to have the toolbox. We have to design the implant on the computer, then we have to get it made for testing, then we go test it. We submit that information to the FDA, and that can take up to 3 to 6 months if you get lucky. So that probably can take up to about a year just to get the approval process to make the implants, to mass produce them.
I was a gymnast for my entire life. I fractured my back, training 36 hours a week throughout my entire career. Before college, it was a lot of tumbling, a lot of practice, all those kinds of things. And after a while, I realized it was hurting too bad to even move, walk, like getting out of my car was tough. Dr. Courtney took more of a conservative approach, and he was incredible. He was the one that I would actually listen to, and he helped me get through all 4 years of gymnastics with no pain.
Dr. Courtney, the experience I have had with him is remarkable. The man is thorough. The man is telling you exactly what's going to happen. He doesn't sugarcoat anything. He tells you how the operation's going to go, the healing process, what he expects you to do after the surgeries, and then after that, it's up to you to follow his recommendations. Thank you, Dr. Courtney, for everything you did for me. You saved my life.
Future plan is to keep doing what I'm doing, evolving Eminent Spine, keep evolving Eminent Medical Center, keep evolving instrumentation and implants, and providing, in my opinion, a great hospital experience for patients because it gets overwhelming at times. So I'm going to keep expanding the hospital as well.
To learn more about Advanced Spine Center, visit advancedspinecenters.com or see this segment again on thebalancingact.com.
Thanks for joining us on The Balancing Act. We'll see you next time.